Okay, so you're considering a destination wedding. You're dreaming of tying the knot with your toes in the sand or overlooking a vineyard in Italy, and who can blame you? Destination weddings promise beauty, adventure, and even a touch of fantasy. But while the idea is dreamy, the reality is significantly more complex. There are cultural nuances, travel logistics, and so much more. Planning from afar can really cause stress, even for the most relaxed couple planning in the best location on the planet. So, how do you know if it's right for you? Today, I want to walk you through the pros and cons of planning your wedding from a distance. I really want you to be able to make this decision with clarity and confidence. Hi, I'm Beth Helmstetter. I've been planning weddings around the world for almost 20 years. From clifftops in Bali to courtyards in San Miguel to villas in Italy and the mountains of Aspen and everywhere in between, I can tell you firsthand when destination weddings go well, they are truly unforgettable. You're not just hosting an event, you're creating a full experience, and the memories last well beyond the vows. But I've also seen couples feel overwhelmed, stretched thin, and even a little disappointed, if I'm being honest, when the logistics or expense or the distance overall just isn't going quite as planned. Whether or not a destination wedding is right for you depends entirely on what you value most and a little bit on your personality. So let me walk you through the pros as I see them first. Number one, a destination wedding is not just a wedding, it's an experience. With a destination celebration, you're inviting guests to a multi day memory. There are going to be welcome parties, pool parties, excursions, and so many in between moments that create real connection, and not just for you, but among all of your favorite people. For many couples, this extended time together becomes the most cherished part of the experience, and you're making so many memories that are going to last well beyond the weekend. Number two, the environment does a lot of the heavy lifting. Destination weddings often come in with a built in aesthetic. The setting becomes part of the story, or at least it should. And the local culture can inspire everything from food to aesthetic to entertainment to textiles and so much more. While many of my clients still enjoy going all out, many couples will find they can pare back and lean into the elements of the destination to feel a lot more authentic to the region. Number three, you're going to have a naturally intimate guest list. If trimming your guest list feels stressful, a destination wedding can do the work for you. Travel and time away from work means it's likely that only your nearest and dearest are going to make the trip. For couples craving a more meaningful celebration with just their inner circle, this is a major plus. And related is pro number four. It can be a lot more personal. As mentioned, because destination weddings typically mean fewer guests, they often allow for more thoughtful, personalized touches and moments. This could be things like handwritten notes in the welcome bag, curated excursions that just show off the things you love about your destination, or even immersive experiences where you can just afford to commit more because there's less guests. The celebration can feel less like a production and much more like an intimate gathering that's really what it's meant to be. Pro number five, there's less pressure to control every detail. Now, I know this one likely sounds counterintuitive, but many destination couples feel relief when they realize they can't oversee every decision. If you want a beautiful day without obsessing over every single choice, the distance can actually be a healthy form of forced delegation. Okay, because like anything else, destination weddings come with trade-offs. Here are the cons. Con number one, less access means you also have less control. If you're someone who wants to approve every flower, taste every appetizer, taste every cocktail, planning from afar is going to feel really frustrating. Zoom calls and email threads are only going to go so far. While I highly recommend scouting trips, you're ultimately at some point going to have to trust the team on your ground to bring that vision to life. Con number two, not everyone's going to come. I already said this, but this can be the hardest part. No matter how much someone loves you, not everyone has the time or resources to travel. And if you can't imagine saying I do without your childhood best friend or maybe your elderly grandfather, consider whether asking them to fly across the world is actually realistic. Con number three, it is going to be more expensive. There is a myth that destination weddings are the budget friendly option, and I promise you they're not. While fewer guests can reduce costs, many destination weddings end up being significantly more expensive. You're going to have multiple events, welcome gifts, shipping expenses, accommodation expenses for yourself, and maybe even some of your VIP guests, depending. All of that adds up. And in many cases, I would say in most cases, a destination wedding is going to exceed the cost of a larger wedding at home. Con number 4, there are fewer resources available typically. Most destinations don't offer the same quality or variety of vendors, rentals, specialty items, you name it, that you're going to find closer to home. So a lot of my couples have to choose between flying in vendors and products to realize their vision or ultimately adjusting expectations to work with what's available locally. That's not always a bad decision. For some, leaning into the local aesthetic is part of the charm. But for others, it often means compromising on details you've envisioned for a really long time. So, how do you know if a destination wedding is right for you? Well, as I said, it's going to depend on your priorities, value, and of course, your personality. If you're flexible and excited beyond everything else about bringing guests to your favorite location on the planet, you're going to love this experience. If you need full control, can't imagine getting married without every loved one present, a celebration closer to home or even at least within driving distance is probably going to be a better fit. But if you do decide to go the destination route, I have 3 tips for you. Here they are. Number 1, hire a planner you trust. Whether it's local or near you, find someone who listens well and you trust it. Implement your wedding. Over communicate with your guests. Where are they going to stay? Where do they fly into? What are they going to wear? What are their passport details? Over communicate. And 3, embrace the local culture. Get inspired by the food, the entertainment, the design, and more. Those 3 things alone are going to make the entire experience so much smoother, more beautiful, and significantly more joyful for all involved. Okay, if you found this video helpful, I'd really love for you to subscribe and come back every week where I'm going to share more thoughtful wedding planning advice that will ideally make the experience a lot less stressful for you. And if you want even more inspiration on entertaining celebrations and destination weddings, comment celebrate below. I'll send you all the planning tips and intentional ideas straight to your inbox. All right. Thank you for watching. Wherever you decide to say I do, make it beautiful, make it meaningful, and make it personal.